This CPI hit the spot. Trade review from yesterday's AM session and today's bias. Let's get it. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's Jimmy Trades here. Thank you for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give the video a like, drop us a comment, and share the channel far and wide. I greatly appreciate your support. And also, you can help support the channel by grabbing your evals. Code Jimmy Trades for Tradeify with 35% off, and code Jimmy for Apex with 80% off right now. Of course, if you want to track your trading data and get right down to the nitty-gritty of the analytics of it all, be sure to grab a Tradezella subscription for 20% off. So you can buy the yearly package or the yearly subscription with 20% off for using code Jimmy Trades. Right, yeah, we got through that eventually. Let's get on with it. All right. So CPI just rocketed yesterday. If we have a look down here on the 15-minute chart, around that 8:30 news drop, we had a nice push right up. So if you were looking to pass some evals, yesterday's news definitely delivered. I was playing around with a Top Step X account, which made tons of profit. Well and truly exceeded my 50% consistency rule. So now I have to make another $4,000 odd, which is a little annoying, but anyway, it is what it is. But I know there was a ton of people that passed, so well done if you did. And now that you're funded, if you weren't already, stick to your strategy, stick to your plan, and be sure to follow your rules. We'll have a look at the bias today for NQ, then we'll drop down and we'll have a look at a trade from yesterday. Alrighty, so looking at today's bias. Well, at the moment, we're looking like we're going to continue to expand here. We've swept out previous day high, obviously, was closed through quite strongly here. So the Monday high, we've also gone to new all-time highs, and today small wick to the downside, setting up for expansion here. Now tricky conditions when trading around these all-time highs, but all the same at the moment, we are respecting that top portion of the previous day's candle with a small wick to the downside, indicating potential expansion today. There's no news today. For some reason, I decided to get rid of the calendar there, but there is no news today, so we don't need to worry too much about that. Let's drop down now to the 15-minute. I'm going to run through a trade review. Now, I did take a trade yesterday and I got stopped out on it, but there was another opportunity. And what happened here is I was looking for this inversion right here. And, maybe it was a bit unlucky. I don't know, but Trump decided to do what he does. And I got stopped out here. I dropped an order, a limit order for a long. This candle body was through here, sitting up here somewhere. About 5 seconds before the closure of this 15-minute candle, I dropped a limit order on, anticipating that, we'd close up here. Unfortunately, Trump opened his big trap. Price dumped very quickly and grabbed my limit order, pretty much stopped me out straight away. So it's one of those things. It is what it is. But that's not the actual trade that played out. What I wanted to look at was if we drop it into replay mode here. And we're going to go down to the 1 minute. Actually, we'll push back out to the 15 because I just want to mark out. What do we got here? We've got this bullish FEG down here, very tiny, but it does exist. Okay. And we also have this order block right here. So price comes down, we wick off of that. Now we're going to go to the hourly chart, sorry, the 1 minute chart. And if we move back here, at this moment in time, there was also an SMT through here. So we had our high time frame point of interest, which is this order block and this bullish FEG, SMT with ES. And then as we roll forward here, we can see that we get an inversion right here. So we've got all the components of our model. We've got high time frame points of interest. That's these two right here, this one and this one. Price respects those levels. We have SMT, and now we've got an IFVG. Your entry, you could have put a limit order in or market bought on the closure of the 10:02 candle here, and then, you know, target out 2R or whatever you're comfortable with. I would look to target this high here. It's an obvious high, and we watch the trade just play out perfectly. In the end, price just keeps going. If you had a trail on, you could have trailed that out to all-time highs. Here we are on the daily chart for oil, and we can see that we got that move lower yesterday. We've had two inside bars since Friday, unable to take the high or low of the range there for Friday's candle or Monday's candle. Now we have swept out these lows today. If we continue to move lower, I'd be looking for this low into this bullish gap as our draw, and I would probably start looking at the lower time frame, so the hourly or the 4 hourly, to see if we start to get a reversal. At the moment, looking to reach down to this level if we don't start to see that reversal pattern coming into play. So staying bearish for oil there. Moving to gold now. Love it when our idea is playing out. We can see here exactly what we were looking for and anticipating. Now we're in between two PDRAs, bearish PDRA, bullish PDRA. So we'll be watching this level here and the equilibrium of this bearish FEG and seeing how price reacts off of that. But a nice expansion candle seems to be forming here at the moment. So bullish for gold. Moving over to Dixie, getting the move lower there. Lovely move here. We've now pushed below these opposing candles as well, and I'll be targeting it out this low down here. 6E here on the euro, same deal. Beautiful play here off this bullish FEG, IRL to ERL idea. We have moved beyond the high here, but we are expanding nicely at the moment. Going to stick with bullish bias there. This idea here, because we were stuck between PD arrays, well, the pound has obviously followed the euro along here as well, so we did end up getting that expansion higher, and we are moving quite nicely today as well, and we'll be targeting out this high. Jumping over to Bitcoin now. Lots of lines on this chart, but I do like to, for whatever reason, the Bitcoin chart, like to leave all our markings because our targets have been hit every time, and we're still targeting this level up here. We're looking like we might hold and not come down any further right now. Getting some nice expansion here today as well. So see if we can, regain some of these losses in this seller's wick. So bullish for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Look at this guy go, just keeps on going. Look at that, right to our target area, guys, perfectly. And look, we can anticipate at this level some consolidation or retracement before we continue on to the next leg. This level, that's all-time highs. So we are very, very close to all-time highs, which is exciting to see. All right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Thanks, as always. Be sure to share the channel far and wide, and we'll catch you in Trade Foundry. Bye for now.